Hello everyone and welcome. This is Steve Segura for ECTV, and joining me here today is Joel Perez, Project Coordinator for the Nature Conservancy. Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you know what time of year it is. We're pulling up to September, and one of our favorite festivals is on its way. And here to tell us more about that festival is Joel. Take it away, Joel.
Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm here to invite you to the Festival de la Monarca. It's going to be September 16th this year. It happens from 11 to 5. We have tons of activities. It's family friendly. There will be plenty of food, different food, cultural dances from Baile de Viejitos, Aztec dancing. The Chinelos will be back this year. We have music, mariachi. We'll have lots of entertainment for you guys. There'll be a new arts and crafts zone this year. And there will also be a new Monarch experience this year, where we'll take you through the different life cycle of the Monarch butterfly. And you get to learn and experience about what that means through different activities, all fun and games for kids and families of all ages. And
now, I must say, this is a nice family experience. It's a super family friendly event, super educational. It's open at Kosciuszko Park. Like I said, it's spread out a little bit more this year with the Monarch experience. There's music, there's food. It's a cultural event as well, and it's just such a fun time. This event starts, I believe, at 11 a.m. and goes all the way till 5. So plenty of time to have some fun. Hopefully it's not going to be as hot as it is today.
I hope not.
We had a scorcher. And tell us a little bit more about the whole Monarch butterfly.
Yeah, so this event is to celebrate the cultural aspect of the Monarch butterfly. And actually right now we're probably starting to the butterflies that are starting to hatch are getting ready to migrate down to Mexico. And so what happens is the northern populations here from the US and Canada, they all migrate to the overwintering sites found in Michoacan and some of the central states. So that's why we celebrate with some of these cultural dances, some from, specifically like Baile de Viejitos from Michoacan and those kind of central area states. So it's a really cool thing to do. And, as you know, just the Monarch butterfly was actually it is now designated as an endangered species, and so with this festival, it's not just fun and celebration, but it's also resources, education. You get to take home some milkweed species that are essential for the survival of the Monarch butterfly and help it bounce back. And that's something that we don't want it to see go away. The experience, if anybody has ever experienced the overwintering sites, seen thousands of Monarch butterflies in just one area. It's something really unique that we don't want it to go away.
Wow, and I'm from Michoacan, and one of my hopes and dreams is to go see that one forest area where they all fly back to. It's I've seen videos of it. It's absolutely beautiful, and I've seen a couple monarchs flying around my yard because I have lots of plants. I love plants and stuff. But if you want to help like the monarchs, like you said, get some milkweed and plant it. It's not the most beautiful plant in the world, I'm not gonna lie, but I always see them enjoying the milkweed. So what else can you tell us a little about the festival? How can I get more information?
Yeah, if you follow, we have a Facebook page that's dedicated to the festival, EC Monarch Festival. If you just look that up on Facebook, and we usually have more information about the festival itself, and then information on just previous festivals or just conservation that's going on around the monarchs. You can learn more beyond what's going on just here, but what's going on around. We'll usually keep that pretty updated, and you can learn about how to get involved if you're interested in being involved a little bit more. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, we're going to be doing a Monarch butterfly release again. I know that was super popular last year, and it seems like the Monarchs are and again they're starting to get ready to do that great migration.
Well, that's cool. I always take some of my some beautiful shots during this festival of the kids holding the monarchs and stuff. It's actually one of my favorite pictures from our calendar, which was this is our calendar from this year. So if you want to come down, have a great time, and learn something, come on down to the Monarch Festival, September 16th from 11 to 5 p.m. at Kosciuszko Park. Join their Facebook page and get more information. Is there a phone number they can call for more info as well?
Yeah, they can contact me directly, Joel Perez at 219-576-3938.
There you go. Hope to see you there this summer.
There's a lot of cultural connections to the monarch butterfly. You could really see that if you drive around the city of Chicago. You see that in murals, you see that in buildings, names of restaurants and things like that. You see a lot of people from central cities of Mexico, including the state of Michoacan, where the overwintering monarchs are found. And so the monarch has always been part of that culture, part of that community. East Chicago is a really important stopover for a lot of migrating species, including the monarch butterfly. So we want to make sure that narrative is not lost. We want to make sure we uplift that community and that culture. One of the things that the Nature Conservancy want to achieve with the Monarch Festival, we bring a little taste of what a celebration for the monarchs in Michoacan would be as the monarchs migrate from Canada all the way to the overwintering sites in Mexico. The monarch really needs us to bring back those connections and show people what those connections are. A lot of people don't realize, the species as iconic as the monarch are declining and the danger that one day we won't have them anymore. Populations have decreased by 80% in the last 20 years due to different factors, one of them being habitat loss. That essentially means less milkweed. Milkweed is really important for the monarch butterfly because that's their host plant. It is the only plant that the caterpillars from the monarch can feed on. The good thing is that we can actually do something about it. It's very possible for us to really help monarchs and other pollinators simply putting more milkweeds and more plants on the ground. And urban cities really bring a good opportunity for that. One of the things that we want to do is inspire people to go out in nature, inspire people to bring nature to their own backyards, giving out milkweed and helping them start their own pollinator gardens.
In order to protect something, you need to have a connection, to have a feeling of why it's personal to you. St. Stanislaus has a monarch garden on our grounds to get our students interested in conservation of the monarch butterfly. Because of the cultural connection that the monarchs have with Mexico, it is an iconic image that our families can recognize and the children can get excited about. They share it with their families, and some have grown milkweed in their own backyards. Even in an urban setting, we can still grow what the monarch needs to survive.
Outreach events like the Monarch Fest are really important, especially in underserved communities like East Chicago and Gary, because they already have a lot of challenges. Sometimes nature is not a priority. It's important really helping them get access to nature again and using nature for the benefit of the communities.
It's important for us to do our part to conserve the monarch butterfly, not only for the environmental uplift that it brings to the world, but being a person of Mexican-American heritage, when we see a monarch, it reminds us of our strength. When I see a monarch in September and October, you know it's flying 3,000 miles south. So the strength that that monarch butterfly has is inspiring. It's a beautiful insect. It's iconic. It brings joy to the people who see it. To know that where we live is ecologically sound and healthy. If a butterfly can thrive, then thank goodness our kids can thrive there too.